if in the next, I give it 3 to 5 years. If AEW keeps at this pace and WWE doesn't drastically like step their shit up, they are going to get taken. They're going to lose this war. Like, straight up.
Let's step back for a minute, too, because devil's advocate, and I am an AEW fan, but let's remember one key thing right now. They are new. They're the new kid on the block. So everybody's interested in seeing what they got,
Yeah, exactly.
So,
that's why I said I give it 5 years, because that way, if they can keep on a consistent like this basis for a 5-year span, freaking, there's no way I see them going under. Like, and like, I don't think anybody will ever topple WWE, like become the number one brand, because we've talked about this before. WWE's freaking Disney. Freaking, they have so much
really are.
stock. We get like, they are the mega corporation. Like, they're not going to just get knocked off their pedestal. But in the sense of the majority of like hardcore fans and stuff like that, I feel that within the 5 years they're going to take a big tank, because AEW's given us what we want.
Well, they're just doing things that we've always loved, and
exactly.
We don't ask for a lot. A lot of the people who are fans of WWE are not hugely demanding. I mean, there are things people are crazy about, but for the most part, the majority just wants to see good wrestling, just wants to see endings that make sense, just want to see matches that make sense, just want to see something different than what they've been dealing with for the last 10 to 15 years from WWE. Now, has everything that WWE has put out in that last 10 to 15 years been bad? No. There are things that I like
not at all,
10 to 15 years from WWE that's been pretty fairly good. I mean, there are pay-per-views that were badass. There are matches that are badass. Even including John Cena, as much as people would not like to admit, the man has got some charisma, and he's actually not too bad in the ring either when you put him with people like CM Punk. But I digress.
But it's not been consistent.
Yeah, that's the problem. Now, we can't sit here and say that AEW has been consistent to an extent. You can say they have because, I mean, every one of their pay-per-views that have come on in the past this year have been just mind-blowing. And then now their first 2 episodes, in my opinion, well, I can't speak for the first, but at least this second episode and everything I've heard about the first has put these two in consistency.
The first show was fucking amazing, bro. Like I watched all the first one. Like I said, I've watched half of this week's because I introduced my mom to AEW this week. She got to see her first Young Bucks match. She freaking she was pretty stoked about that, and she liked Private Party. She was like all stoked over the gin and juice move that they did.
It was good. That's a good little move.
Yeah. Both shows so far, bro, I would give it. I'm gonna give it a perfect 5-star because there was stuff in the first show that just like little slip ups here and there and stuff that could have been better, but nothing like too horrible. I'd give both shows a solid 4 out of 5.
Look, I would honestly, I can't rate the first one, but I can say I'd give the second show a solid 5. I mean, call that bias, call it what you want. I would give it a solid 5 terrible creatives out of 5.
I saw the Young Bucks and Private Party match. Saw Chris Jericho come out, and I'm trying to pull up the video for it right now because I want to play the audio of him roasting WWE. Like, that was just freaking amazing. When they were chanting the "We the People,"
"We the People,"
and so
God, it was created by a terrible creative team, and I was just like, I'm just jaw dropped. Like,
it's dead. Oh, same. And he said something prior to that too. Like, he took a couple shots at WWE in that promo. I was like, holy shit, go Jericho! But I saw that, and then we were watching the tag team, the female tag match. We saw Britt Baker and Riho beat the other two chicks. I don't remember their names. But I saw that, and I believe that's where we stopped, was after the Britt Baker and
Rio and Bree. What was her name?
Was it Tessa Blent or Bree Breesley or B Breesley, something like that?
B Priestley. Well, no, she was on the other team. It was B Priestley and Emma Sakurai versus Riho and
Britt Baker.
Couldn't remember her fucking name to save my life. Yeah.
My girl. I love the doctor.
Girl. Open wide, my girl. But no, that was a nice little match. I mean, the whole show was really good. I was very surprised about the opening with Young Bucks versus Private Party. Okay,
dude, I was like, Young Bucks were the number one seed, they said, going into this tournament to determine the first AEW tag champs. And I seen one Private Party match prior to that. I was like, all right, it's going to be a good match. I was like, but I see the Young Bucks pulling this one out. They're going to put on a good show. But
seen this match as the main event of the show. It was that fucking
good. It could have been. It was freaking amazing way to start off the show.
There was actually a couple of matches on the card that could have been main events. Hell, the Shawn Spears and Jon Moxley match could have been a main event fucking match.
That's the match I stopped on.
Well, we're going to cover the second episode because I can't cover the first because I don't have enough education on it, and it's been too long. It's been a week. So, but we're close enough to the second. We can cover that. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Hell in a Cell, guys. Talk about some more wrestling news. Jeff Hardy's arrested. Yeah, Jeff Hardy's arrested.
Motherfucking Hell in a Cell.
We'll get to it. But all right, let's start where we were. Young Bucks and Private Party. This match was the first match of the tag team tournament for the AEW tag team titles. I was, let's be straight. Let's be honest. Everybody had an idea about Young Bucks possibly winning, but we all know that they weren't going to book themselves as the champion. So, we all kind of figured, they'll probably go into the finals, probably lose to a good team. I was thinking maybe SCU. I really was. Or a Boy and His Dinosaur. I'm still pulling for them. It's my fucking team. But anyway,
I'm gonna be pissed if they fucking win, bro.
I hope they win just because you're pissed. Felt good, but no.
I'm going. You already know who my pick to win it is.
Who is it?
I'm from California, bro. Who do you think I'm going for? SCU.
But you're not actually in California anymore because you live in Arkansas. So, yeah.
It's Arizona, but
whatever. Same thing.
It's the exact same thing.
So I figured that Bucks would walk away with it, But damn it, my jaw was on the floor. It was a good damn match. I mean, the Gin and Juice
was an amazing match, bro.
The top rope, the powerbomb cutter. That little flippy McDoodah they had to do to get into the fucking Meltzer driver, I thought was fucking cool as shit. That powerbomb onto the railing from Nick onto, I think his name is Cassidy. That was fucking beautiful. It was all of it. There's just so much to talk about that was so good. And it was a shorter match than what I'm used to from the Bucks, but it still gave me everything I wanted from a Bucks match. So for me, it gets a 5.
That match was fucking great, man.
Like I said, I'm telling you, if you haven't seen it, watch it. It could easily have been the main event of this week's Dynamite. 100%.
Yeah, it was a great match. And then, they were going at it and stuff. The Bucks, they countered the Meltzer driver, and then all of a sudden, freaking, boom, he pins it. But I'm like, what the, holy shit.
I was, expecting that 2 count, I was. And he just, pins him. I'm like, what is this? What just happened?
And I was, hyping the Young Bucks up, too. Because, like I said, it's my mom's first time seeing a Young Buck match. And I'm like, these are my boys. They're going to fuck these dudes up. I was like, it's going to be a great match. Don't get me wrong, but Bucks are walking away. And I'm just, sitting there just, mouth open, what? And she looks over at me. She said, your boys just got beat.
They got beat
I
in
was
a
like,
good match, though. I would rather see my boys get
I was like, I
hell
see
of a
that.
match.
Yeah, it was a great match, bro. And I actually got that Chris Jericho promo pulled up right now. So if you want, I can play it. It's like 4 minute. Yeah, it's a 4-minute clip.
Here, I'll mute my mic. Go ahead.
All right, give me just a second. Let me get it pulled back up.
Good job. Putting everybody down.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go.
At the end of the episode, you saw the 5 of us beating the hell out of All Elite. We proved who we are. The 5 of us here. We are next. We are now. These are my confidants here, the 4 closest men to me that I've ever met. And people have been asking me all week, hey Chris, we're the 5 of you. Are you still going to be aligned? Are you going to work together more? Do you have a name? The answer is yes to all of it. And let me explain who we are and what we're about. Look at this guy right here, Sammy Guevara. Look at him. He looks like a Spanish god. Look how sexy he is. And not only is he a teenage heartthrob, he's one of the greatest performers I've seen at his age in a long time. He's athletic. He's acrobatic. He is simply amazing. And he is on my list.
Miss.
And then look at these 2 psychos beside me right here, Santana and Ortiz.
Dude, Ortiz looked cracked the fuck out.
You might have seen them around, but I'll tell you what, they're dirtier than they've ever been. They're nastier than they've ever been. I personally recruited them to AEW, and they are ready to fight. They're angry. They're pit bulls among pit bulls. They're street fighter Cali brutes, and I like it. And that's why they made my list. Viva la raza.
That was it was his birthday.
No shit. Are you joking that I missed Eddie's birthday for
This
real?
man right here, this giant behind me. You may think you know who he is, but his real name is Jake Hagar. And yeah, Jake Hagar, he's a former world champion, but more importantly, right here, right now, he is the toughest, most terrified, most crazy MMA fighter in the world today. Okay, hold on. Hey, calm down for 1 second. Calm down for 1 second. We the people sucks and it's dead and buried. It was a stupid idea for bad creative and all that's gone.
Yes.
Jake Hagar is the most feared MMA fighter on the planet today, and guess what? He's undefeated, and that's a shame. That makes him the toughest man in AEW. That makes him the toughest man in the entire professional wrestling business, baby. So he's not afraid to challenge any fighter, wrestler, boxer, MMA guy, former MMA guy, street bum, bare knuckle fighter, you name it. Hager's ready. Look at him. He's a giant. These are my closest confidants. These are my friends. This is my inner circle. We are the inner circle, baby.
You have it.
Yeah. The Inner Circle, man. And I think it's really cool. But hold on, before we continue,